Hey everybody, welcome back to another Behind the Curtains episode. My name's David and this is NeoMix from Jim Krenz and Vanishing Incorporated. Alright, so what is NeoMix? What is this trick all about? This is the ending, alright, it's the kicker ending to your favorite oil and water routine. And you're saying, well, wait, I don't have an oil and water routine. That's okay, because if you get this, Jim is going to teach you one, so you won't be left behind. So right away, I would say if you have an oil and water routine, and really, you know, your ending is, hey, look, I separate them into red, black, and then they separate themselves back into all reds and all blacks. You do it 3 times and that's over. That's the struggle that Jim had too, and so he wanted to create an ending to that effect where the pips actually intermix all over the faces of the cards. And so that's what you're getting with this. You're getting the kicker ending to an oil and water routine. And I gotta admit, when I first saw the effect and I saw the cards, especially when they got these cards out of the box, they reminded me a lot of Daryl's Presto Printo, you know, where all the cards or all the pips had fallen to the bottom. So it kind of looks like that. And so that's really what you're getting. You're getting the gaff cards, and then Jim's gonna teach you how to ring these in at the end of your oil and water routine. So I can tell you're interested, you're thinking about it, you're going, all right, tell me more. What else can you teach me about this? As far as the box and what you get, you can see it's a small box. You're really just getting the cards. You're getting the 8 cards. Of course, you're getting the download code. Download code is going to take you out to the web. Then you're going to have a 17-minute video where Jim teaches you everything you need to know. Now the video instruction is just like the trailer. So if you saw the trailer, this is pretty much what to expect. Jim goes through the effect once with a spectator. He's teaching this on a table. Okay, and I think it's nice to have a table with oil and water, so that's something to think about when purchasing this effect. You know, do you have a table? Are you a table magician? Oil and water kind of lends itself to a table. And then he's got like a nice blue background. It's really soft lighting. There's no annoying background music at all, which I love. Jim's well mic'd, and he walks you through the entire 17 minutes, teaching you everything you need. Now, if you already do an oil and water routine, you're in luck. You could watch the first something like 8 minutes of this, and he teaches you the NeoMix ending. He teaches you that kicker already at the very beginning. And then following that instruction, then he teaches you an oil and water routine if you don't already do one. So if you already have one and you're just looking for an ending, you only got to watch the first 8 minutes or so, but you know, 17 minutes is not long. Watch the whole thing. And so then after that, Jim's going to teach you his own oil and water routine. Basically, he's mixing, they separate, he mixes, they separate, and then he goes into the NeoMix effect. Jim is going to teach you that, just so you know, he uses 2 double facers in that, blacks on one side, red on the other. So you will need 2 double facers to do his effect. He'll walk you through all of that. Then he's going to just give you some follow-up notes at the end, covering some of his inspirations, credit where credit is due, and give you some good reading ideas if you want to follow up and learn a little bit more about oil and water, or add some more oil and water style effects to your repertoire. The cards themselves are really well made. They come on blue backed rider back 808s. So rider backs, 808s, blue stock, blue backs, mixed up crazy faces. You add this seamlessly into your blue deck routine and you're good to go. So if you're going to do NeoMix and you're going to go to your gig, okay, Jim teaches you this as a deck stack. He has this all as a deck stack. Removes certain cards, adds certain cards, and it's all set together. He's going to teach you the logic behind that deck stack, and then if you were going to go from one table to the next, you would have to get your cards back into deck stack, but it's not difficult at all. Now, if you've never done an oil and water routine before, and you kind of want to know, well, how much practice will this take? It does. I think they do take some practice, only because what you're doing in this is you're deceiving right in front of somebody by saying you're doing one thing, but you're really doing something else. So you kind of have to say a lie and then do something opposite, right? And you don't want to trick yourself, you want to trick the audience. So it does take some practice. I think oil and water takes some practice, but it's only 2 sequences, right? You're only mixing them once, they separate, mixing them twice, they separate. So really, there's just those 2 that you have to learn. I think the NeoMix switch out is really simple. The NeoMix effect itself doesn't require a lot of difficult sleights. That you're just turning the stack over end for end, and it does all the work for you. Any last minute things I can say? I think Jim Krenz has made the perfect ending. I think so many of us don't even have an ending. You know, we do it once, do it twice, and then maybe do it 3 times, and then like, okay, 2 out of 3. I don't know, we're done, right? And so Jim's made an ending, which I think it's natural. It feels very organic. It feels like this is how an oil and water routine should end. The cards mix, the colors mix, and then the pips and indices mix, okay? So I think it's a lot of fun. The trick is also pretty affordable. I'd say it's right in a nice price range because you're getting like 8 gaff cards, right? 8 gaff cards and 17 minutes of instruction, good instruction. Vanishing Incorporated really did give you a lot in that little box. Don't let the small box, don't let it fool you, okay? There's a lot of good, fun magic jammed in that. If you love oil and water, collect oil and water, do oil and water, I'd say this is for you. If you don't do oil and water and you've always wanted to, I think this is a great one to start with because not only are you learning a great oil and water routine, but you get the great ending as well. All right, so that's pretty much everything I can say about NeoMix from Jim Krenz. Of course, if you have any questions about this effect or anything else we sell, please don't hesitate to send us an email, and you can do that at support@magicshop.co.uk, and check out our blog for tips and even more great advice at blog.magicshop.co.uk. Thanks, bye.